Hello, and welcome to another Blood on the Clocktower weekly puzzle. This one is number 18, titled X and the City. It looks a little bit crazy, to be honest. And the reasoning for that is that it is a Leviathan Zon and Drunk game, apparently. Or oh my god, what am I doing? Read the rules, blah blah blah. Okay, okay, anyway. I can't, wow. I apologize sincerely for messing up my routine. Okay, anyway. If I sound tired, it's because I did this right after the other one and I'm still tired. I don't know why I did that. Okay, X and the City. I kind of like Zon. Zon's a pretty cool minion that I don't see very often. But maybe I'll make a Zon script. I should make a Zon Dodashi script. That would be good. I'm sure that's already a very popular thing, but if anyone has a good Zon Dodashi script, let me know. Maybe I'll play it with my group. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna read this a little more carefully. There's an arbitrary amount of outsiders. Yeah, right. The Zon poisons all townsfolk on night X. You can be drunk. Okay. So who's the demon, who's the minion? What is the value of X? That's kind of fun. Just to make this very clear for everyone, right? If there are 2 outsiders, then X is 2, and then that means that all the town are poisoned on night 2. And so on and so forth with 1 outsider and 3 and all that good stuff. Okay, well, what do we know? We know that there's 2 evils. We know there's 2 evils. We know... Okay, we need to figure out what night everyone was poisoned. We have Tim claiming that is a arrow for sure. We have Tim claiming Saint. We have Sarah claiming Recluse. So that would be night 2, and then there's also a drunk. I don't know if the best way of going about this is through the drunk information. Well, we have Aoife or Tim is drunk too. That's what I'm saying. Ooh, and Tim is already claiming Saint. So if I'm sober, so assuming it's not a 1, that means Aoife is drunk, and we have 3 outsiders. What would that mess up? That would mess up Dan's info and Fraser's pick on Aoife is what that would mess up. Okay, well, something I think I could try is Olivia saying that Fraser or Aoife is Zon. I already am assuming Aoife is the outsider. So let's make Fraser the Zon. And then who's a good demon candidate? I don't know. Let's make it Steph, because they have info that I don't want. Except Dan has info on Steph, so we have to make it Dan actually. And then we have to check to see if Steph's 2 works, right? So they have Fraser is Leviathan, which is incorrect. We have Aoife as the balloonist, which is incorrect. And then we have Tim as Zon. which is also incorrect. Okay, so it looks like a lot of this is gonna hedge on this. Okay, so this juggler info is gonna be really annoying. It's gonna be very annoying. And it's also only gonna matter if it's not a 2, obviously, right? Or I guess, yeah. That is how that would work. Because they would get... Because I don't think the... Ooh, I just knocked my mic. I don't think the poisoning would matter on night 1 when they're making their guesses. It would matter on night 2, or sorry, day 1 when they're making their guesses. It would only matter on night 2 when they are receiving their information, which I believe is also how gossip works. Something to keep in mind. Okay, so does that mean it is impossible, that this world is impossible? I don't know. Well, the only other world that I can think of that vaguely makes sense with a 3 is, I guess, assigning Olivia as evil. Maybe like this. I want to make it straighter. And then we make Frasier this woman. And then we have and then at least we have, or sorry, Leviathan. And then we have a 1 on Frasier. Yeah, but then we don't have either of these. Okay, so that's not possible. So okay, so based on that, I don't think the number can be a 3. Which is kind of nice, I guess. I don't want it to be a 1, that would be really annoying, because that's a lot of information. Let's see if I can parse together what the world would look like if the number is a 1. Well, Olivia and Aoife have to be different character types. And then I have to be different character types with Aoife. Is that how Balloonist works? Because they would no, that's not how Balloonist works. Right? Oh, no. It would start with Olivia, go to Aoife, and then go to me. Yes, okay, that is how that works. Okay, so... I mean, in this world, Olivia just has to be evil, right? We are assuming a 1, meaning Steph's info has to be true. And I have to make an outsider evil. I guess I could make Tim Zahn. And then Tim Zahn, and then Olivia Demon, but that doesn't work because of Dan, right? Dan is saying that Olivia is not the demon. But that is how we are getting our 2, right? With... Oh no, this actually gives us 3. Okay, so let's experiment a little bit more. Frasier or Aoife is the Zahn. I mean, Aoife or Tim is drunk, but Tim can't be drunk. Oh, sorry, we're assuming... Oh my god, I'm being ridiculous. Oh, we are assuming this is all poisoned. Which would affect this would affect this. And this would affect Tim and Sarah. Meaning, what does that mean? Meaning I'm basing everything sort of on Steph and Aoife. Okay. Well, Steph, Tim and Sarah are where? Are literally just the outsiders. What if... I don't know. If I make Olivia evil, then can I make it either Tin or Sarah? Well, if I make it Sarah, well, that isn't a problem. But it is a... Oh, I guess I could make... Wait, I could make Aoife drunk. So there's not two town. But that... I mean, that's... Okay, that's very weird info, but that technically works. Tim is on... Oh, it's not gonna work with the... Yeah. Fraser's Leviathan. Yeah, that doesn't work with the juggler info. This is hard. This is very hard. Okay, Tim is on. Because we need an outsider to be evil is the thing. Oh, I flipped my pen. Okay. Okay, here's a good question. Let's try it like this. Can Tim be the Zon? Well, if Tim is Zon, then it must be true that either Steph well, it must be true that either Aoife is the balloonist or Fraser is Leviathan, right? So, let's try it like this. If Fraser is Leviathan, the balloonist info does not work. Oh, I guess you could always assign Aoife as drunk. Frick, I hate this. Okay, oh, no, but I can't because we're assuming a 1. Actually, yeah, we're assuming a 1. So that means I could theoretically make it like Tim Sarah. Tim Sarah with Aoife as the drunk does work. But I don't know if this works because I don't know if it gives lesser 2. Fraser no, Aoife no, Tim yes. So this gives us a 1. Yeah, not quite. I don't know if we can get a 1. Fraser or Aoife is on. If Aoife is on, then Fraser Balloonist or Fraser Leviathan, Tim's on. Actually, so here's something fun. If I make Aoife evil, I think that's kind of impossible if Steph is good. Right? Because you can never get 2. You can never get to 2 with a 1, right? If X is 1. But I don't think Aoife can be evil. So... Maybe X can't be a 1. Maybe it's a 2. I guess a 0 is also theoretically possible. What does that even mean, though? Wait, can Zon... Is that possible? Can Zon be a 0? On night 0? There's no way. I don't believe that. I think it must be a 1. Okay. Oh my god, I'm yawning a lot. So, it doesn't seem like... 3 I'm fairly confident isn't right. 1, it doesn't seem likely. So I guess we could try night 2. Which would be nice in the sense of I won't need to worry about Steph. And this Olivia and I are different character types. If this is true, then, I mean, Fraser just kind of has to be an evil, right? But who's drunk then? That's... because I can't be evil, so in a 2, I guess Aoife would have to be drunk? But then Aoife isn't the balloonist. And so it's Tim's on Fraser Demon. But that's not right. Oh no, sorry. Oh my god, poison. That's not how that works. I don't need to worry about Steph's info, and I don't need to worry about Steph and Aoife, and I don't need to worry about Olivia and Aoife here. Okay, that was terrible, but it's fine. Okay. Let's assume Olivia and Aoife are both 10. Then, Steph and Aoife is a no. Okay, let's say that Steph is demon. Oh, but here's the thing, right? We still need... a drunk for my info, right? We still need Aoife to be drunk. Aoife has to be drunk. That's actually something important, I think. Aoife has to be drunk if it's not a 1. Because... yeah, because... oh, I guess I could be drunk too. Oh, God. You know what? Sure, let's do that. Let's make myself drunk. And then let's assume Aoife and Olivia. Ooh, wait, that actually might be... ooh, that's really good with... ooh, I wonder if it has something to do with... I might look at 3 again and then make myself drunk. We'll see. Okay, if I'm drunk, Olivia and Aoife are the same character type. And then... now what? I guess I could make... I guess I could make Steph demon. And the reason I want to do that is because of both Dan and because of Fraser. And then we have a 3, so I have to make one of these evil. Let's just make it... let's just make it like Tim. Does this matter? Probably does. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, well... Oh, this actually might be correct. But it seems like there should be a way to distinguish between Sarah and Tim. Sarah and Tim, and I don't really know how to do that. Well, we have... Oh, you know how we can do that? Here's how we can do that. Because in this current world, right? Oh, sorry, that's not even true. Maybe because if it would... No, because this is the minion. I don't know how to distinguish between Sarah and Tim. This is really bothering me. Okay, well, okay, let's go through the info and check. Well, we have a 2. Right. Myself and Sarah. Then we have Fraser or Aoife is Zon. Fraser or Aoife. Which I am just like completely ignoring, I guess. Oh, well that's wrong. Sure. This is painful, this is painful. Okay, let's make Fraser, I think this seems very likely though. Let's make Fraser a minion. And then I still need to make one of Sarah and Tim evil. I can't make it Sarah because... Oh no, I can't make it Sarah or Tim. I can make Fraser demon, and then because of Dan's, right? And then I think... No, but Dan has a no... Unless, can I make it Dan? No, I can't, because then we have a 3. Goodness. This is painful. I really like making myself drunk, though. I think I might be on to something there. Because that's counting for 1, right? On Steph's info. I think I do want to try out the 3 again. For the sole purpose of making myself drunk. And then, because if I make myself drunk, 1... Yeah, and then we could still have the scenario in which Aoife and Olivia are both good. And Town. And then Fraser or Aoife is Zon. Fraser or Aoife, so it has to be Fraser, right? And then this has to be correct. And we already have a 2. So it can't be Tim. So it has to be... I mean, I guess I'll just make it Dan, right? Does this work? Well... Olivia and I are different character types. Oh, that has to apply, doesn't it? Which it doesn't now. Actually, I don't know if I can be drunk on a 3. Oh no, sorry. Well, I guess you and I are different character types. I mean, this only matters if it's on other worlds, right? Hold on a 3. How do I parse this? Well, we have Fraser or Aoife is on. Okay, let's just try. Okay, here's what we're gonna figure out. If this is sober, is that Is that like ever possible? If I'm actually, can I be drunk in this world? On a 1. Wait! Oh my god. On a 1, my info doesn't matter. On a 1. Oh, that could be... Oh, no, sorry. Oh my god. We are assuming a 3, not a 1. We are assuming a 3. If this is... So this is required. Okay. We are assuming a 3. On a 3, it is required that I am drunk. Or that someone is drunk. Sorry, it is required someone is drunk. Can that be me, though? Because if that is me, then this... I guess has to be true, which is impossible. Meaning, I guess Olivia would have to be evil. Or I mean, there's probably other things, but... Okay, let's just make it Olivia and see what happens. Okay, so we have Olivia, and then Tim would have to be our demon, right? Because that's the only thing that works with Steph. Okay. What was I coming up with again? I was coming up with this weird world, wasn't I? Does it work is the more important question. Well, we have... Right, we have Razan 2. No, sorry, we were assuming is on 3, right. Meaning that Tim can't be an evil. Meaning... And since Tim can't be the Zon, it has to be true that Aoife is the balloonist and Fraser is the Leviathan. Since it is true that Fraser has to be the Leviathan, I guess I could make it Fraser and Olivia, right? And then we have a no because that's poisoned. Does this work? Well, we have 1, 2, and then we have a correct 2 on Steph, which it should be. Aoife or Tim is drunk, but I'm drunk, so that's fine. We have another drunk here. Olivia, either evil. Never mind. Okay, the one I guess. Yeah, this is a little weird. This is true info. Aoife's getting true info, but I don't think it matters because this is correct. No, this is poisoned. So this does appear to be our answer. Interesting. Yeah, that really sucked. I don't even know. Maybe it's just I'm tired. But I guess parsing through the Zon info with 3 potential numbers is very annoying. So okay, let's see. So the demon is Fraser, the minion is Olivia, and the value of X is 3. I would not be surprised if there were other solutions to this as well, though. Let me know if you found another solution. Anyway, let's check if this is right, though. I'll see you in a second. Real fast. Before we look at the solution, I'm fairly close to 50 people subscribing to this channel. I want to do something, even if it's very minor. If you have any ideas, let me know. That could be anything from maybe I'll record a Clocktower game, maybe I'll either of myself storytelling one or playing one. I could also make like a video with 5 different puzzles and just like a huge video that's like an hour long with a bunch of puzzles. I don't know. Or just like a different thing. I don't know. If someone comments something, that will probably be what I do, because I highly doubt very many people are going to say anything. Well, anyway, with that being said, let's look at in Marginalia. Sure. Okay, you are drunk, Razor's Leviathan, Olivia is on 3. I believe that is indeed what I said. They ruled out that. Ooh. Wow, they only tried 4 worlds? Interesting. There you go. Is that the only solution then? I guess. Oh, this is actually a good question. Let's talk about this for a second. How would you run Balloonist if it's poisoned on night 1? Yeah, so I guess, So I think what they're saying is like, if Aoife is poisoned night 1 and you're shown Olivia, night 2 you're not poisoned anymore, so do you have to show them someone different from the character type of Olivia? Which is an interesting question. I feel like I would assume yes, because on night 2 when you're receiving someone else, now it has to be a different character type. I would still say that you got that first night of info. That's interesting. I would say yes. Let me know if that's wrong. Okay, anyway, with that being said, yeah, this was a hard puzzle. This was a very hard puzzle, but it was kind of fun. So let me know how you did. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you another time. Bye bye.